Alright, so what we have here in problem 27, we have three distributions for three different classes. Okay, so the first question is which class has the highest mean score? Okay, so the class with the highest mean score is probably probably class 3, because even though we'd expect it to be left of the median, the mean for the class 1 is right here in the 60s. Class 2 would be the same. Class 3 would probably be up in the 70s. Okay. Question B, for which class had the highest median score? That's definitely going to be class 3. Okay, because the mean here in class 1 would be in the 60s, class 2 would be in the 60s, class 3, the median would definitely be over here more. So probably more so in the 80s, because it would take half this distribution. So class 3 would have the highest median. Question C, for which class are the mean and median most different? Well, class 3, because they're skewed. Whenever you have a symmetric distribution, the mean and the median are approximately equal. So in this one, we expect class 3, we expect the median to be higher than the mean, because the skewness is going to pull the mean to the left. Okay, so we do not expect them to be the same. Question D, which class had the smallest standard deviation? Well, if we look at the distributions, we look at variation, remember that standard deviation is calculated by taking each value and subtracting it from the mean and then squaring it and then summing those values and dividing by n minus 1. So we're looking for deviation from the mean. Okay, so in class 1 there's a lot of values that are around the mean. Okay, almost probably 2/3 of the distribution are within 50 to 70. Okay, so there's a lot of numbers around the mean, so that would have a small standard deviation. This one, though it has the same mean, has a lot of numbers that are far away from the mean. Okay, so what would happen here is the standard deviation of this would be larger than here. And in this one here, if the mean was in the 70s here, we have a lot of numbers down here that are in the 30s and 40s and so forth and so on, so this would have a large standard deviation as well. So the one that has the most numbers around the mean would be the class 1. And which class has the smallest IQR? It's hard to know without being able to look at it, but probably the one that has the least amount of variation, and the one that has the least amount of variation is class 1. Okay, class 2 has a little bit more variation, and class 3 definitely has more variation than class 1. Okay, so I would say in that one it would be class 1.